So it's Vlogmas day 12 and today we are covering wrapping hacks. Now this is especially pertinent for me because I am not spending or trying not to spend any money on anything other than the necessities. So I do have some medium-sized boxes that I've bought from the dollar store in the past, and I often find these small size boxes are very difficult to come by. So you take the lid or the bottom of this medium-sized box and you fold it onto itself to the very first fold. So this is where the piece of the box that you open up, you're going to do that on both sides. So you take it over, not fully to the end, just to where that first side of the box meets. And what I do is I burnish the sides with the handle of my scissors, and that gives you a nice crisp fold. Once the fold is rubbed, you can take it apart. You see you have almost like a book cover. So you're going to snip the line of the fold down to the outside of the box, just on the center to the new side that you've just made. And then if you open it up, what you've done is you've reduced the box size by half, which is perfect for smaller gifts. These boxes, you just can't find them. I always find one size box in the dollar store, and this is not the size that I'm looking for. So this is a very handy hack. You can do it with all different size boxes. You just keep halving the size. So what I've done is I've taken one of the aprons that I've made and just wrapped it in tissue paper, and that is the perfect size for this box. So the next thing I'm going to do, just to personalize these little brown tags, these are also from the dollar store and you get them in packs of about 10 or 12. So what I've done is I've got some pieces of felt. This is again existing stuff that I've had, and I've cut out the shape of a holly leaf and the shape of a little berry, and obviously the holly leaf is done in the green and the berry is in the red. Now you can do 2 or 3, as many, or a poinsettia, but I just think if you add it to this little brown label, it just really personalizes it nicely. Now this next hack is for a gift that is maybe a cuddly toy or something that you have a hard time wrapping. We're going to make a gift bag. So what I've got, I've taken the piece of paper, I've measured it around the gift, and it's just enough to go all the way around with a little bit of a join. So I've got double-sided tape, and this is so you don't see any of the seams, and I've put that down the full length of the one side of the paper. Then what you're going to do is bring it over upon itself as if you were wrapping the gift, and you're just going to remove the other side of the double-sided tape and join those pieces together, and you have an invisible seam. There's no tape showing. So once you've pressed your sides together and you've got a nice clean seam with no tape showing, you're going to fold the material, the bag, in half. Lay it flat, and you're going to take the bottom piece and fold it up on itself. And you're going to burnish that so that you've got a nice clean line. And then you're going to open that up and fold it on itself again. So you're going to make almost like an envelope type of fold. So you can see what you've done is you folded them back up onto themselves, and now you're going to fold it back again back to the center. And you're going to burnish the folds again so that they're nice and firm. Now this is where you can get the double-sided tape, or I've used a glue gun because it's a little bit more substantial, and you can tape down the pieces that you've just folded down on themselves and then back onto themselves. So you've closed the bottom of the bag, and there you have your gift bag. So once you open it up, it will lay flat on the bottom, and you can put the gift inside, and you literally have the easiest, and you can have any wrapping paper. You can use brown paper, you can use wallpaper, you can use anything, and you will always have a gift bag handy. So for the top, you're folding it down once, you're folding it down again, and you can either use double-sided tape, you can use a hole punch, and you can thread gift ribbon through and your gift tags. So that is, to me, one of the easiest ways to make a really pretty gift bag that will match all of your wrapping. Now this is another little hack that is really handy if you have either little candies or something that needs to go inside a container. Now the container that I have is from a tea, so obviously I've cleaned out the tea and I've measured the gift wrap so that it goes from just the width of the container. Now this paper is a little bit more sturdy, it's got a good backing on it because it has that glittered front. So this is another one that's really good for those gift bags because it's a little bit more substantial. So we're going to cut the piece and then we're going to take the glue gun again, because this is a thicker paper, and we're going to glue it all the way around the circumference of the container. So again, I have taken the glue gun and glued it all the way around, and obviously try and keep it as straight as you can as you're going. You can take it right up to the rim because these little lids, they fit inside the container, so it doesn't matter if you have extra bulk around the top of the container because it's not going to hinder the way that the lid goes on. So you're putting this all the way around, and you're using, you can use double-sided tape, and would work just as well, but as I said, this paper is a little bit thicker and it does have a tendency to pull apart because of all the glitter on it. For the lid, I've cut a circle of the silver glitter paper and then stuck that inside, and then I've taken a glitter glue pen and then just put it all the way around the rim and then just dabbed it on with the paintbrush and let that dry, and that's just added another little bit of a feature to the lid so that it looks a little bit more Christmassy. I also had some gold and silver bags that I was going to use for my advent calendar initially, and then I decided to use them for all of the dog treats that I made the other day. So what I've done is I've taken them in groups of about five or six, and then split them all up between the gold and the silver bags, and that way I give a few of the treats to all of our friends and relatives who have the dogs.